Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Geek in the Closet, and today we are going to be looking at Batman from the Batman Arkham Knight game by DC Collectibles. Now, Batman is clearly displayed in this window box packaging. As you can see, he's right there together with two of his accessories right there. Batman right here. Number one is over here, and on the side you can actually see a digitized skeleton of Batman himself. Very, very cool. And on the back are all the four figures available in Series 1. Still waiting for the Arkham Knight. I have already done a review for Scarecrow and Harley Quinn. If you have not watched it, please do. And on the bottom right here, it says that it's sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. Now here's a look at Batman himself, and I must say that I'm not loving this figure, nor am I hating this figure, because I do have my likes and I do have my gripes about him. So let's have a close look at his face right here. It is a very well done face, good paint on the eyes, good paint on the lips, I guess. Some people might find it a little bit too pink, but I find it okay. He has nice long sharp horns right here. As you can see, mine came out a little bit warped, but nothing like a little bit of blow drying wouldn't help. There's nothing much on the back, however. Now if you've actually seen the trailer to the Batman Arkham Knight series, you can actually see that the mask and whatsoever, the mask and together with his armor and everything is very modernized look, has a very modernized look, very similar to Iron Man, I suppose, but on this figure it doesn't really look exactly the same. There is no, I don't know how to say it. There is no actually parts to show that it's very modernized in terms of technology, and it looks like another Batman, sort of like a plain Batman armor right there. And one of the things that I don't really like is like these glossy paint right here. It seems like it's done in a very rushed manner. It could have been done so much better compared to the ones compared to this kind of work. And yeah, moving downwards is actually the same as well. You can see like these glossy bits all over his armor and under right here as well. Yep. One of the things that I'm very curious about is that you can actually see like battle damage on his boots. However, there are no other battle damage anywhere else. It's like as though he fought with his legs, and I find it very peculiar. Maybe they forgot or something, I don't know. And there are two peg holes at the bottom of his feet. On his arms right here, this one is the spikes, his claws, I would say, his bat claws are of a softer material, and it's not very sharp, so that's a good thing, I guess. His arms and whatsoever, yep, it is here as well. I'm loving the fact that his shoulder pads are of a glossy look, which is very cool. And on his back right here, you can see his belt. Nothing much to it. It's actually just somewhat painted on. More paint than sculpt. Nothing on the back of his legs. And this cape, you can actually see a little bit of design right here. I don't like this design. It looks like Batman kind of like ran out of cape material and took like his curtains to make his cape, and I just don't get it. Look at this. I don't get these lines on his cape right there. Now Batman comes with this beautiful batarang right here, and this is the one thing that I actually really like about this figure. It comes with this very big, very kind of sharp batarang, and it's very cool, and it actually fits very well into his hands as well. Right there. I would have preferred his fists to be of a different manner rather than this this closed fist right here, because he's by holding this thingy, he doesn't really look that well. I don't know, it's personal preference, of course. I would have preferred him to hold with like his fingers a little bit rather than his whole hand like so. On this side he is somewhat able to hold it as well, but he's definitely holding it better on his right arm right there. And he also comes with this, I'm not too sure of what this is. I'm guessing it's his Gatling gun. Oh, sorry, Gatling gun. I meant his grapnel gun. Very cool design on this grapnel gun right here. And he also comes with this hand, this fist right here. I really like the how this is actually sculpted, because instead of how do you say, trying to having a hard time trying to separate his fingers, he is able to just kind of you can actually just push it down like so, and position his fingers so that it will go in and it will fit snugly in there. So what I'm gonna do now is pop this hand off, and it comes off very easy, and you just basically separates right there, and there you go. That's Batman with his grapnel gun. Now, in terms of articulation, this Batman figure is definitely much more superior compared to the one to the Batman from the Arkham Origin series, because as you can see, his head is able to turn very well somewhat. It's on a ball joint, of course. Mine is a little bit frozen, however. Unfortunately, not much of an upward movement on his neck, and not exactly a downward movement as well. His arm can move out this much because the shoulder guard is hindering his movement. He's able to swivel his arms right there. He has a beautiful double jointed elbow right here, so I'm pretty sure that he is able to bend very far back. And he does have a hinged arm, a hand I mean, right there, and it swivels as well. He does have a beautiful ab crunch, which allows him to crunch forward that much. And what I'm really loving about this is that before you crunch his ab, you have like four abs right there, but if you were to crunch him backwards, you can actually see 6. I'm glad that they didn't leave this part empty. That's what I'm trying to say. He does have a waist swivel, not exactly a lot of movement right there, but it's okay. He is able to do the splits now. I'm loving this new joint thingy. It's not, I wouldn't say that it's new, but I'm actually really loving that they are actually including into a lot of the newer figures right now. He is not able to move his do a frontal kick very well. He is not able to actually move his legs back as well. He does have a double jointed knee right here, which allows him to bend very well too. I'm not gonna bend it right now because I think it will definitely give way. And he does have a beautiful ankle rocker and a hinged ankle as well. Now here's a look at all of my Arkham Knight figures so far, and I would say that this Batman figure is super tall. He is definitely the tallest Batman that I've owned so far, and yeah, I'm loving the scale because the height of Harley Quinn is definitely in scale because she is shorter than this Batman right here, and the Scarecrow is definitely shorter compared to Batman as well. Now if you previously watched my video, you can actually see that the previous Batman is a much more shorter figure. Let me just remove this and put Batman right here. Now as you can see, this previous Batman is so much more shorter, and he makes him it makes him look right like a midget. right now. So let's bring the Arkham Knight back again, and we shall see the differences, the main differences on these two Batman right here. Definitely the height. I love the fact that they've actually improved in a sense of this joint right here. This joint, I never ever liked this joint because it looks very weird. His legs as well, as you can see, it curves like so, and this Batman is so much better compared to the old one too. However, I love his face compared to his face. He is a much more scruffier look. I prefer that, and he is much more built as well, and I actually like that about this Batman. Now, overall, I stand by my decision, saying that I do not love this figure, nor do I hate it. It is definitely a very good figure in terms of articulation, but however, he does not look like the design of the Batman in the game trailer, and that is a huge letdown for me. And the fact that he has really sloppy paint on his armor and everything is just a huge letdown. For his face, I still prefer this dude. Yeah, what's up? You know, because he's a much more scruffier look to. He has a much more scruffier look to him, and he makes him look more badass. And yeah, articulation-wise, this guy is just magnificent. Holy crap! I love the fact that DC Collectibles has listened to their fans and are actually going forward by using this direction, which is fantastic. So, but definitely, if you guys are Arkham Batman fans, this figure is definitely a must get. I managed to get this guy from Little Monsters once again at approximately 99 ringgit, so do check their Facebook link and their website down in the description down below. So once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace!